Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your spiritual tarot reading. We're going to go ahead and get straight into it. When I was meditating on the collective Sagittarius energy, first of all, like wholly emotional, like wow, a lot of emotion running through the Sagittarius collective energy. So you probably are feeling like that heightened emotional state, okay? Especially as we go into the retrograde and towards the eclipse, right? Retrogrades love to bring up the past, you know, miscommunication, misunderstandings, things of that nature. But just ride with it, Sagittarius, right? This too shall pass. But what also, when I was meditating, I got two images that may resonate with you. I saw an angel. So some of you have an angel, you believe in angels, you like angels, I don't know. And then the other one was, I saw a rock formation. It was 3 rocks stacked up on one another. I don't know, it kind of reminded me of like, like the Buddhism statues. I don't know. So either of those objects may actually appear. If so, come back to the reading, or it may already resonate with you. How that relates to this, I have no idea. Although I did get the word simplicity and balance. So there is a message around like simplicity and balance, or like finding balance in simplicity. Yes, that's it. And then I was getting a song. It was Gypsy by Fleetwood Mac, I believe. And just the one lyric, you see your gypsy. So I don't know if some of you like that song. You may hear that song randomly. Or heck, you know, maybe you're a gypsy. I don't know. You are at a tarot reading, right? So let's go ahead and get into it and see. And the first card out is the card of balance, as I just got done talking about balance, right? And simplicity. So Libran energy here as well for some of you. But this talks about, you know, finding your peace, finding your balance, but also not being afraid to confront your truth or to speak your truth, Sagittarius. Not shying away from that, which I don't feel like that's something a Sag usually does, but you know, we all have our moments, right? This is also bringing a sense of that heightened awareness. So in addition to there being like this heightened emotional state, I feel like there's also like this hyper awareness coming through the Sagittarius energy, and especially when it comes to like how you're balancing out your moods, yes, but I also feel this around relationships, like a hyper emotional type of energy around relationships or a specific relationship. And as I say that, I get the Judgment card, which in this deck is the Angel of the Past. So I heard past and present. Okay. So, again, here's that retrograde coming up, Sagittarius. You're not going to be immune to it, I'm sorry. But the great thing that comes out of retrogrades is that it gives us a chance to revise, you know, to relook at things, to see things from another perspective, right? So there is this past energy showing up here. Some of you might even be connecting with someone from the past, but it's just talking about needing to find balance between your past and your present, okay? Needing to find some sort of balance around those two, or consolidation is what I'm hearing. It's like some of you are re-examining the past, right? But you're seeing it through a new or a fresh perspective in the present. And it's like, as you examine the past, you gain new insight or new knowledge or something about it in the present. And then using that information to consolidate your mind. Because I heard to make your mind up. All right. So, wow. Take it as it resonates, Sag. But that's kind of what I was feeling. So, let's see what else we have coming in. We're going to look at the headspace here, Sag, and we're going to look at the emotional space, and then we're going to look at the bigger spiritual picture. Yeah, so again, there's this very palpable emotional energy here, okay? And I feel like you may even feel a little bit off kilter. You may feel like that your moods are getting the best of you, or your emotions are getting the best of you. And I got a very emotional energy as well in another reading, and I'm trying to think of who it was. It was Virgo, because there was a caution there about being swept away, or being careful with getting swept away with the emotions. So you may be connecting with Virgo or have that in your chart. If so, check out that reading as well. But let's see what else. Ooh, there's the High Priestess here. I can still hear that song. Maybe once, maybe twice. Oh, that part. Maybe once, maybe twice. Okay. So you have the High Priestess here, the Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Queen of Wands, which is your energy. So it's like in your headspace, Sagittarius, things seem to be lining up, you know, as planned, okay? Maybe there's some past stuff that is residual in the energy, or like I said, you're getting a better look at during this time frame. But for the most part, I feel like you're going to be able to find balance. Like I said, that's a temporary energy, and looking forward to the future. I don't see any hesitation in the mind space about what you want and where you want to go and how you feel about things. You know, so they keep giving me the word befuddled, which I don't even know who says that anymore, but it's like, the energy leading up to the now could have felt a little muddled. You know, it's like leaving behind this, whatever this was that you were carrying in your energy from the past, and making some sort of peace with it. And then using that knowledge to then carve out a better future for yourself. But I feel like now you're getting into this space, even though there's this weird retrograde energy of being certain, though, about what you want for your future, and not backing down from that. So if there's things that are coming in that are trying to interfere or disrupt or whatever, I feel like you being in this mental space of not letting that disruption throw off your future plans, right? Because I feel like you've just put too much of your essence, your presence into whatever this is that you have your heart set on, that you want to see come to fruition in your future. You know, and I feel like the path is lining up for you, and intuitively you know what the right thing to do is. It may not make sense to other people, but it doesn't have to make sense to other people, Sagittarius, as long as you know what's up, you know what I mean? And a lot of times the decisions that we make in life don't always make sense to other people, but who cares? You know, there is no standard for how to live your life other than the standard you set for yourself, right? And Sagittarius is, you guys are rebels, you know what I mean? Like, Aquarian and Sagittarian energy is very similar to me. Both very rebellious zodiac signs. You like to carve your own path, and that's because you're meant to carve your own path. Now, some of you got into this thinking that you were meant to fit some sort of mold or be on society's timeline, you know, but the truth is, Sagittarius, you're a black sheep, you know, or at least the ones that are drawn to this reading. And I mean that in a positive way. I mean that in, like, you're not meant to go on the same road that everyone else goes on. You know, that's good and fine for some people, but you're a Sag. A Sagittarius carves their own path. You know what I mean? You're the adventurer of the zodiac. So to try and put yourself in a limited box, you know, to try and force yourself to conform to any sort of normal societal standards, which who wants to do that anyways? Boring, you know. Is to, like, suppress who you really are. Because really what you are, when I think of Sagittarius energy, I think of free, I think of wild, I think of independence, I think of certainty, you know. And so you need to honor that in yourself. Now, some of you are coming to that awareness and you're getting ready to honor that, to release yourself from something from the past. And you know what? I'm hearing this is going to be simpler than you think. So some of you have been putting off some sort of change because you feel like it's going to be complicated, but actually it's going to be much simpler and easier than you think. FYI. A lot of people put off big changes in their life because they're afraid. They're afraid of having the conversation, or they're afraid of things changing when things are always changing, so it doesn't matter. You know, that people let fear get in their way from moving in the direction of their intuition, you know, and the encouragement here, Sagittarius, is to not be afraid. It's actually going to be a lot easier than you think. You're being supported in this. You have support around you. You have the support of spirit here. But I also feel like you have outsider support, okay? So I don't feel like you're alone here. I don't feel like you're completely desolate here. Let's see what's going on in the emotional space. You have the Ace of Cups. The Seven of Discs. The Chariot. Ooh, misfire. There's an argumentative energy here as well, okay? Or the likelihood or possibility of that, so be cautious. Because, like I said, there's emotions seem to be highly charged. And I'm feeling this is your energy, but it may be the energy of the people you're connecting with or the person you're connecting with. But beware of like that argumentative type of frustrating vibe, because I feel its presence here. And I'm hearing, try to diffuse the situation by as much as you can and as best as you can, coming from a place of love whenever you can. So you have the Ace of Cups here, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Two of Discs and the Chariot. So there's love here, Sagittarius, are available to you. And you might have waited a really long time for this, you know, for things to move forward when it comes to love and relationships, or a relationship. But there's also a lot of distrust here. There's also a lot of, for some of you, red flags. So be aware of that, and I'll get clarification for that. But it's more so the sense of like uncertainty, if it's coming, if it's right, if it's lining up for you. It's so funny because in the headspace, I felt a lot of certainty, knowing what you want, wanting to go forward with it. But then there's hesitancy a little bit in the heart space. And it's coming from a place of like not really being sure how like logistically something's going to work, or not being really sure if, you know, you can be honest with how you're feeling, or if you can trust a situation, or if you can trust a person, or, you know, doubting that what you want, especially in love, is on its way or already here. And plausible is the word that they're giving me. Like, oh, give me more on this. What is this around? The King of Cups. Some of you, it's to deal with a water sign, okay? Or you could have water in your chart, but it's like not trusting your own emotions. Sagittarius, this is what it is. It's not really trusting your own emotions at the end of the day. It's almost like some of you have gotten in the habit of, and not intentionally, maybe just because of your life experience, you've gotten into the habit of like looking for, just not trusting that things are actually working out for you because of disappointments from the past. But it's like those disappointments, Sagittarius, led you to where you're at today. All right? And there's no big test here from the universe right now. The universe is wanting to give to you. And whatever is showing up for you. And I'm also getting, sorry, is this a side note? I'm getting token of appreciation. Some sort of token of appreciation from the universe, like an attaboy or a good job coming through. Okay. But the encouragement here is to trust your guidance system. Don't shy away from your emotions. When you're feeling really in the dumps or negative, or when you're feeling like that emotional turmoil, ask yourself, why is that? What thoughts am I thinking? Is there a way I can shift that circumstance? If yes, then do it. If no, is there a way I can shift my perspective? And the answer always will be yes to that one. So you're never without any control. You always have control because you have control over your perspective. Trust that. So let's see the bigger picture, the Tower, the Knight of Wands, the Hermit, and the Queen of Discs. So, wow, and the stars at the bottom, and I noticed it was at the bottom, all three shuffles. So, Aquarian, Scorpio, Virgo energy here for some of you now. Wow, there's a huge shift. There's a huge, wow, okay. I heard there's a huge shift, and then I heard there's a change in momentum. So, things really picking up speed here. There is this emotional reactivity showing up. And maybe even a surprise at like how someone reacts to you, Sagittarius. Or maybe how you react surprises someone. But I'm getting a surprise reaction here. You could be surprising someone with how you feel, you know, and they didn't know that you felt that way, or vice versa. What is this? Okay, it's got the universe next to it, so that's good news. Okay, so this is a good surprise. I'm glad I clarified, because I was like, where's this going? So you have the Nine of Cups in the universe, which is the card of blessings and completeness. So, yeah, there might be a situation here where, like, something surprises you. I keep hearing reaction. There's a surprise reaction here. But it results in, like, wish fulfillment, though, and something good, and, like, receiving a blessing. Oh, this is the token of appreciation here from the universe. Oh, as I say, that is the universe. Yeah, the universe card. It's like, don't be afraid, Sagittarius, to be that trailblazer, to get out there, to make mistakes, to say the wrong thing. Because sometimes when you say the wrong thing, it perpetuates a conversation after that where you can then talk about the right things. You know what I mean? Sometimes when things go wrong, it sets us up perfectly for a circumstance where we can then, you know, rectify something or discuss something. You know what I mean? To get a deeper understanding. So it's like that, Sagittarius, where it's like they don't want you to be afraid of messing anything up because you can't mess it up. Not in Source's eyes, you can't mess it up. Because even the mess ups lead to more blessings, a greater understanding, something opening up. They're giving me another song. Stay woke. Stay woke. They can find you. Anyways, stay woke. There's like this spiritual enlightenment coming in here. It's like a knowing. It's like they're wanting you to feel like, Sagittarius, it doesn't matter if anyone else got you, because you got you. You know what I mean? And they're giving me another song, Me, Myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. So it's about self-reliance, yes. About not being afraid to mix it up because you got you at the end of the day. And how do you know you got you? Well, you got yourself this far, right? 100% success rate so far of staying alive. And by the way, there is, even in death, there is alive. You are always alive. You're eternal. But besides the point, you know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid here because you got you. But also Spirit's got you. Okay? So don't shy away from things out of fear, you know? Instead, the encouragement is to allow yourself to be human a little bit, but also be yourself. And then there's blessings coming in here. Maybe after they keep saying befuddled. After somebody like muddles something up or fuddles something up, there's something in that comes right in behind it that rectifies it, that creates space for a blessing. And you're going to notice, like, when this occurs, Sagittarius, you're going to make the connection here, right? And it'll give you a deeper sense of knowing that everything really is working out for you. Okay? So what does the Osho Zen have to say? Also, it's very serious energy. You know, sometimes I joke in my readings, but I feel I feel really serious mood right now. All right, so wow, the Tower's out twice, the Thunderbolt. So there's definitely going to be some change. I heard expect the unexpected. There's some weird retrograde stuff going on. But that's okay, because whatever falls apart is going to come together in a more beautiful, magnificent way. And it's going to give you a new vision for what's possible for you. So do not be afraid, Sagittarius, to make a mistake. You cannot. What is the guidance? Ooh, self-love, support, and study. I won't read those, but I will read this one. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. Self-love is a state of mind about feeling good. Yes, this is calling for self-love right now, Sag. But also, there's an opportunity to learn something new here, and you're being supported in this, okay? So you are not alone in this. Yes, you got you at the end of the day. Yes, you do. But Spirit's got you. And I also feel like there is love for you, you know, outside of you. Like, whether that be friends or family or a certain person, right? Like, I feel like you have a lot more support available to you, Sagittarius, than you even know, is what I'm hearing. I'm actually hearing that. Than you even know. All right. So, zodiac signs that might be in your chart, or the chart of the person or people you're dealing with. I've got Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy here, Cancerian, Pisces, Libra. Yep, those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do go live there as well. Tarot Time with Dana. All of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube, where you can find the donation link. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Sagittarius. And until next time, my friends, namaste.